What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are starting episode 1, series 1 of reviving the Drift Miata. Right now, as you can tell, there are no seats in this car right now. It's completely gutted. And that's today's episode. We're starting with interior. Right now it's half gray, half red. We're gonna paint the whole thing gray, make it kind of look like a nice gutted, and then throw all our nice goodies and parts back on, and maybe go for possibly a canyon run. Possibly. So for those of you who don't know, this is my 1990 NA Miata. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had a little accident up in the mountains near where we live. And with that accident, cracked the oil pan, messed up the subframe. So in our last video, I showed you how to drop a Miata subframe. That was all because we were putting a brand new 2003 NB Miata subframe in here. Now, not only does it have the subframe, it also has an NB motor too. So it has a little bit more power, a little bit more torque. So right after we put the subframe up, fixed the oil pan and everything, we stripped the whole interior. Now we're ready to make this thing full budget drift build, period. So let's get into it. Okay, so last week we basically gutted the whole thing. We cleaned this up and we sprayed it this nice gray just as a test color, and I actually really like it compared to the kind of bright ugly red. So today we cleaned out all the inside gutter and panels here, and we're just gonna start spraying. So we're about to continue laying our primer here. This is the actual gray color that we're gonna be putting on it. We're just coating everything with primer first. We did a partial tape off job. We're just gonna kind of spray where we want to.
Like 20 minutes later.
All right, we're probably 30-45 minutes in, and we're making pretty good progress. Arnie's spraying her down. She's looking pretty good. I think once you put the seats back in and put the floor mats, shifter, wheel on, it's gonna look pretty good. We still have to do the door jambs. I think we're gonna leave that for another day, but pretty hyped with the progress we made in just the last couple minutes. Hell yeah. It looks pretty good for $40 worth of spray paint and an hour's work. Good job, Arnie. Looks pretty solid though. We're just gonna wait for the paint to dry, and then we're gonna move on to the most fun part, putting all the parts back in. So, kind of tuck the wires back in a little bit better. Now it's the fun part, putting everything back in. So we got our seats over here, got our nice crisp doormats over here, and then we have our box of parts. So a lot of goodies in here that we kind of took off, but I think once we put this thing back together, it looks pretty bare bones right now. Color definitely looks a lot better, especially once we get rid of all the red, like on door jambs, door cards, everything. But it looks pretty nice, I can't lie. So we just need to throw this stuff back on, and then we're gonna have some fun. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. All right, so this is kind of what we have left to install. Seat belts, shifter boot, ECU kick plate, and then just some accessories, maybe some wheel spacers for the fronts. We're just gonna put in the kicker plate right now. We did paint it chrome. I don't know if you can tell, it was pretty rusty before. It looks not too bad for just a little metallic spray paint. Not bad. belts are in. Side panels are in. Kicker is in. Look at that. All right, now one of the best final touches we're about to put on, even though it's not even the final touch, it's probably like fourth to last, but the beautiful, beautiful NST short shifter gets covered by our shifter, but it's one of the best. I feel like this kind of puts it all together, ties it all together. Pause, I might have to cut this out. That's kind of weird.
It just edited.
It's super quick. God damn, dude, this thing needs to go inside. Holy shit. Alright, that should be good. All we really need to do is seats and then floor mat, steering wheel, which is pretty basic, so should be almost there.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. This is the last hurrah. Try to line it up. Impact. Covers up our custom chrome kick plate, but it looks good.
We know it's there.
Yeah, we know it's there. With the short shifter too. Ah, all right. Things are coming together.
Let's start this piece now.
Okay, so this is our center console. Our e-brake is gonna sit right there. So we're gonna chop this off a little bit, make it kind of a custom fit. That way, at least so we have our windows and kind of our extra little center console space, but this just extra junk we're just gonna get rid of, so go for it, Arnie. All right, we just cleaned up. Just finished up, got everything put away. We're ready to go down to the canyons, or down to Mexico, I guess we should say. But I am stoked with how this turned out. I mean, it just looks so much better than that super bright red. There's still a little bit, like as you can see in the gas tank there inside, which I mean nobody's really gonna look at that. And then we have the door card there. Obviously, it needs a lot of work still, but I mean compared to where it was at, what, an hour and a half ago, it's pretty solid. Yeah. So we're gonna go mob this thing with the fresh new interior. We're gonna go hit up some little back roads.
It's getting like 10 horsepower with that paint, dude.
Yep, maybe even 50.
Let's find out.
How to find out? Let's go find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we made it to the peak. This is the peak of the Tijuana.
Yep, TJ. Across the board.
This is Arnie's 2020 BRZ right here. And then we got this piece of shit over here. All right, we kind of just chilled out here for a little bit. We're gonna go hit Clout Corner, which is not too far away from here. So we're gonna go head down there right now and maybe see if we can get this thing sideways, huh? What do you have to say about that, Arnie?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, we made it to Cloud Corner. Got the Miata. We got the DRZ. Just up ahead there, I don't know if you can see, but that's Cloud Corner up there. Kind of leads you into this beautiful open space that we have here. Now, there may or may not have been a little accident. And by accident, I mean the accident that we had maybe 3 weeks ago, right over there. But this is our first time back. So with the new interior, whole car rebuilt, new subframe, new oil pan, we have to slide it here, right? I mean, it's just bound to happen. So we might get a little cookout here. We want to see what happens. Who knows? Hopefully we don't recreate any past events. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah.
Is Arnie gonna slide his car?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, that thing's gonna be sideways.
Because we're in Mexico.
We're in Tijuana
We're
right
in
now.
Tijuana. So we're in private property in Tijuana. Everything we're doing is completely done by professionals. So let's go.
Yeah.
Did it fly off?
My hat flew off.
Oh, right here.
Right there.
Yeah, yeah.
My trusty O'Reilly's hat. That was pretty solid.
Yeah, no.
It's really hard when it's this dark.
Yeah, no. Especially with the flashlight in your face too, dude.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. So
Back here at the spot in Mexico.
back here at the main peak that we were just at a couple minutes ago. Cloud Corner was fun. Didn't get it as loose as I wanted to on Cloud Corner. It's so pitch black right now that just hucking it over into that steep hill is so scary. Damage report, no damage really. We got a loose bumper going on right here. Just a little tab fell out. It's gonna happen. But other than that, pretty good. Arnie, you slid your car.
Yeah, one piece.
Pretty impressed.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Thanks, dude.
Arnie's fairly new to sliding. I wouldn't say new, but like he's getting the
I'm
hang.
fairly new.
Yeah, he's getting the hang of it. So that was pretty impressive to see in the pitch black middle of that tight, secluded area. That was pretty impressive, especially for a nice car. It takes balls. Overlooking this beautiful view right here, which I'm not sure if you're even able to see on the camera.
No, the camera's actually getting it.
But thank you for watching. Next episode, we're gonna put even more stupid amounts of money into this piece of shit car. So maybe you should watch that one too.
We out.